Alright, welcome back to the channel again, guys. Today I have a video for you about something that I've been making for a good number of years now, and it really comes in handy and it's very helpful. And again, it comes from dandelion. So what I've got for you today is called Dandelion Aperitif. It is basically a tincture that you can make at home, that I've been making for 11-12 years now, that you take as a daily tonic that is going to aid you in digesting. So if you suffer digestive issues like, indigestion a lot and acid reflux and all this kind of stuff, or you just have certain foods that when you eat them they just don't sit with you right, this is going to go a long way toward aiding that. Dandelion helps to increase appetite. It also helps to make your stomach release more acid to aid in digestion. It causes you to produce more bile and also supports a healthy gut biome. So all those positive bacteria that you have in your gut, everybody talks about probiotic. Well, dandelion itself in this form, this tincture, is not probiotic. However, it does support good bacteria. So it comes in really handy and is a really good way to incorporate dandelion into your life in another manner, which allows it to be used basically as medicine. Now we're making a tincture, and what a tincture is any herbal that you throw in here, you're going to use alcohol to draw out the properties that are in the herb or the flower to make medicine. Okay? Now normally this is done with vodka. I do not have vodka today. However, you can use any alcohol you want to, as long as it's alcohol. I assume the clear stuff is what I normally use. I've never tried it with bourbon, although you could probably do it with bourbon if you wanted to. I usually use vodka, and I don't have vodka, as I said, so today tequila is going to be my base. Alright, got me a jar here. Dandelion flowers. Okay, as usual, you'll see that they do still have the green on the bottom. The original recipe for this says just to use the flower to cut the green off. I never have. It makes no difference. It's a lot of work and it does not change the flavor whatsoever. Add my dandelion flowers to my jar. Quite a bit of dandelion flowers, but I'm making a small amount, so as you can see, it's about half a jar. Okay. Lemon zest. I'm just using lemon peel here. Throw in a few good portions of that. That ought to be more than plenty for this small of a jar, so we don't necessarily need the rest of this. Sugar, pretty much to taste, but I guarantee you, you're going to want to sweeten this. It comes out to be more like a syrup, and I would say that I would do probably about 20% or a fifth of the jar. Alcohol, very important. You do not want to skimp on the alcohol. You do cut this with water, but you want definitely more alcohol than water, because what you have to remember is that the alcohol is what is drawing all of the micronutrients and the compounds that you want to use, that you want to take medicinally. That is what's drawing out of the dandelion and into the liquid. You must have the alcohol, okay? Now, I like a 75% ratio, 1/3 to 3/4, something like that. Like I said, I do not have vodka, so tequila is going to be the winner for the day. Top it off with a little bit of water. This is well water, artesian well. We don't have city water, of course. That's it. Cap that sucker off. Give it a good shake. Now, she don't look like much now, but as this sits, the yellow will leach out of the dandelion flowers, and the more flowers you can put in here, the better, okay? Let this sit for 2 weeks. Just walk by it every day, set it in the house at room temperature, not in front of a window or anything. You're not going to sun brew this. It's not like sun tea or anything. You want to keep it out of direct sunlight, because the sunlight will actually destroy what you're trying to extract from the dandelion. Just pick it up every day, give it a good shake, set it down. 2 weeks, you can filter all of this out, and this is what you end up with. You see how this is dripping? Condensation, because I keep this in the refrigerator at home. But this is what you end up with. And you take it just like so. Now, this batch I made 5 years ago, I believe. I could be mistaken. It may be just a hair longer. But anyways, there you go. There's your tincture, dandelion. And it's going to be really good to help get you where you have less digestive issues, okay? Now, as far as taste, you definitely can taste the lemon, but it tastes precisely the way a bouquet of flowers smells, okay? So when you take a bouquet of roses or any other flower and you put it in your face and you breathe that in, it's precisely what it tastes like, so don't let that surprise you. But I've been drinking it, like I said, for years, and anytime I start having gut health issues, especially if I've had to, for some reason, take a course of antibiotics because of an infection, after an antibiotic course, you want to go on a probiotic course. That's when I start eating foods that we lacto ferment ourselves. With a lot of vegetables, we make our own sauerkraut, and that's a big one with me. As soon as I get done with a course of antibiotics, I go on a probiotic binge, and I'll incorporate a lot of sauerkraut into my diet and things like that, build up probiotics, and then once that probiotic is in your system, once your gut biome is where it should be, this does help maintain that. And just like you do with any other medicine, take it as needed. You know, when you start noticing you're having a little bit of a gut issue, whatever, maybe your food's not digesting quite right, you're having a lot of acid reflux or indigestion, or bowel movements don't occur when they should, and all this kind of stuff, especially after an antibiotic course. Get in with your probiotics and start building up healthy gut biome again. And this right here, it's not just medicine. Tell you what, recreational drinking, absolutely a must. However, I would not do more than just a couple of shots of this, because dandelion is diuretic anyway, so you don't want to do too much. One shot, maybe two, and you're pretty much good to go. Now, the best time to do this, say I just got done eating my dinner, my evening meal, and that would be a really good time to take this, is after my evening meal, because I'm going to be digesting overnight, and this will help you in the digestion process overnight, so you don't wake up with that 3 a.m. heartburn or 3 a.m. indigestion, having to go for the Tums and, you know, what have you. So you definitely would not want to take a shot or two right before work, before you have to leave, before you have to drive, you know, on your way to the office or the factory or wherever it is you work. So nighttime is going to be your best bet, because it's going to aid you in your overnight digestion. Alright guys, thank you very, very much. Don't forget, if you haven't yet and you'd like to subscribe, reach over there and hit the subscription button. When you do, you can also hit that notification bell, select all notifications. If you want to be notified when I upload future videos, questions or comments, hit me up. Like I said, I've been making this for 10 or 11 years, and you guys got any questions, hit me up down there below. I do not have the original recipe for this. The original recipe that I had for this, I had found this online in 2008 or 2009, the first time I ever made it. And that laptop was stolen, but I had taken the recipe off of the website and saved it on my laptop, and then we got robbed. We actually were broken into and lost a bunch of electronics. My laptop was one of those things, so I've lost the original recipe. I've done some Googling today to try to find this recipe again, and I really can't. Not without paying for it. You know, it's in books and things like that that people want you to buy because it's an old recipe. It's been around for hundreds of years, maybe even longer. But anyway, I just go by the half rules, okay? Well, pretty much. Like I said, half a jar on the flowers. Like I said, at least 3/4 of a jar on the alcohol, a little bit of water, sugar, maybe 20% on sugar, and lemon peel. You know, there really is no set recipe. The thing is, you're going to want to make sure that you use plenty of flowers, okay? Because if you do not have enough flowers, it's like only taking, you know, it's like having a severe migraine but only taking half of an aspirin. If you're only taking half of a dose, it's not really going to do you any good. But again, if you put too many flowers, say I filled this entire jar with flowers, which I very well could, and pour my alcohol and my water and my sugar and everything on top of that, it would still be good. It will just be a lot darker yellow, and it will have a lot stronger flavor. And as a result of that, it's definitely going to have more of a kick to it. So as far as it being diuretic, it's going to be even more so the stronger that you make your tincture. Okay? So if you got questions, hit me up down there below. Thank you guys very, very much for your views and for your support. And I will get another video out to you guys as soon as I can. Y'all have a good one.